Greetings to all and especially to gun lovers. Today we will talk about the most powerful revolvers and pistols. As you know, the directors of the action movies are in love with a 44-gauge Smith & Wesson made of stainless steel, or an ideal dessert. These weapons add 10 to the hero's life and add 100 to his charisma. I know that after the release of Harvey in the early 1970s, Americans bought all the revolvers on the shelves and the stores bombarded the company with requests for new supplies. So sit as comfortably as possible. And let's get started. Pfeiffer said that this weapon was made by the small company Pfeiffer in 1955 by order and sketches of the Austrian gun lover Adolf Gliska with a powerful 600 Nitro Express cartridge. Ammunition appeared in Britain in the late 19th century to hunt rhino elephants, hence the nickname elephant cartridge. For almost 100 years, the 600 Nitro Express remained the strongest bullet in front of its energy, exceeding 000 joules. Sources say a single blow is enough to kill an elephant or stop a lion from attacking without difficulty. Sometimes even traitors can bleed their ears or shit after the blow. The price of a cartridge is about $100. The first Gliska revolvers had no adjustment to break the record. It's almost impossible to pull it with your hands. It is known that a number of such revolvers are produced by individual orders. In 2004, owner Janos Lakatos introduced a single-shot Founders 50 BMG shotgun loaded with a 12.7x 99mm NATO cartridge. Such ammunition is used in rifles. Heavy snipers like the Barrett M82 have one large-caliber Browning Army 2 machine gun. The bullet's power is 20,000 joules. Founders 510. Beam gear looks like a small space weapon mounted on a pistol grip. Panhard could be called not only the most powerful pistol, but also the most useless. There are no practical applications for this type of gun. The real purpose of the designer was to draw attention to the compensation system. This compensation system was invented by Janos Lakatos. American amateurs and gun collectors buy it because it is the most powerful pistol. In today's evaluation of the most powerful revolvers and pistols, we took into account the power factors, weapons, originality of the design, its prevalence and popularity. Existing weapons models have been excluded from the list. For example, the Pole Richard Taube, who in his workshop produced a copy of the Remington 1858 revolver on a scale of 3:1. Today it is considered the largest revolver in the world. It weighs 42 kilograms and has a caliber of 28 millimeters. The weight of a bullet is 140 grams. In testing, this revolver hit the target from a distance of 50 meters in the first quarter of the 20th century. Revolver hunting became very popular in the United States. It is believed that primarily 357 Magnum and 44 Magnum bullets were created primarily for hunting. That's why revolvers were created for this type of bullet. From a military point of view, such weapons are not effective. Therefore, if the power of a 9mm pistol is small, it is better to switch to another class of weapon. For example, a machine gun or a portable machine gun. In any case, their combat efficiency is much better than that of a large-caliber pistol. The revolver has an Alaska 12. The Army and the police don't like too big and powerful pistols, but almost every rule has exceptions. An exception would be the Russian revolver. It has an ace here under a powerful cartridge of 12.7x 55mm. An unusual weapon was developed in the 2000s for special units of the Federal Security Service. The creators here have positioned 12 as a powerful individual weapon for attack. Along with him, the FSB Special Forces were offered the ace weapon. Here 12 that used the same cartridge besides its dimensions would, as here, 12 stand out with a futuristic design and an unusual look. so drawn is not made of the upper chamber of the drum as in the case of most revolvers, but of the lower chamber according to the developers. This should drop the weapons for added convenience. The revolver can be equipped with stock for weapons. Unfortunately, no information was found on the revolver tests, its commissioning or use. Freedom 454 Carajodal Revolver. This revolver appeared in the United States in 1959 and for half a century was the most powerful revolver in the world. The creation of the cartridge was based on longer elongated bullets of the white .45 cartridge. Some Freedom 454 John revolvers can accelerate a 16-gram bullet to a speed of 600 meters per second, giving it an energy of up to 2.7 thousand joules. Did you know that this energy is higher than an AK-47? The revolver was produced in a design reminiscent of the weapon's hold of 1873. The main purpose of this weapon is to be an expensive toy worth several $1,000s for passionate shooters. The Freedom 454 revolver, with which Joel was made in small batches and only to order. In the following I will talk about the shortened ampered automatic gun. The Amper pistol was created as a competitor to the Magnum 44 shotgun. It has long been thought that automatic pistols are not capable of holding large calibers like the Magnum itself. Designers Harris Stanford and Max Guerra decided to reject this theory, and in the 1960s they began working on their own powerful cartridges. 357 horsepower and 44 horsepower. This cartridge was made on the basis of the 308 cartridge with the Win rifle. 10 years later, the first prototypes appeared and soon began mass production of the new 7-shot Amper pistol. Experts noted the excellent quality and high accuracy of the weapon. When firing from cars at a distance of 25 meters, the bullets could be stacked in a circle 3.5 meters in diameter. The bullets developed a power of up to 1375 joules, almost 400 grams more than the Magnum revolver. But Amper was very expensive and it was not easy to get cartridges for it. As a result, Automat Corporation was on the verge of bankruptcy, and by 1982 they had reduced their arms production to about 10,000 pistols in 10 years. Like many large and scary weapons, pistol automatically managed to appear in Hollywood action movies, especially in the movie Thirst for Death 3 with Charles Bronson. Smith & Wesson 5-bullet revolver. The bullets are Type 500 and the Magnum painting. It was introduced in 2003. The revolver was developed for hunting, including hunting grizzly bears. This revolver develops an energy of up to 3,500 joules. Some sources even indicate an energy of 4,100 joules. The 7.62x51 cartridge is used in NATO machine guns. For comparison, one of the most powerful hunting cartridges, 9.3x64 branches, created especially for hunting African animals such as elephants, rhinos, buffalo, lions, leopards, has an energy between 4,800 and 5,800 joules. This weapon is equipped with a compensator, because the strong recoil can easily dislocate the hand of an inexperienced shooter. Arms forums say that powder gases entering the gap between the barrel and the drum are capable of tearing the finger, and such cases have been alleged. There are videos in which the ladies with one hand shoot at 500W bullets and the Magnum painting with Smith 500 and do it very confidently. 4 Magnums opened a small Magnum research company as part of the project. In the early 80s they received the first models and performed the first tests, but the final development and mass production of the Desert model was already in Israel. Based on its AMC Israel Military Industries until the beginning of mass production in 1985. Desert was the largest and most powerful semi-automatic pistol in the world and was positioned as a weapon for large and medium-sized hunting as well as for animal protection. Wild Its scheme of automating the elimination of powder gases is more characteristic of machine guns than pistols. Since March 1996, the March 19th model with white 50 Jackson Express 12.7x33 bullets, specially designed for the ideal desert, has appeared. Its energy reaches 2,100 joules, not bad, but almost half the size of the Smith & Wesson 500 as a Magnum. It's not even safe to go out against a bear or a rhino with an equal desert. Weapons experts say they don't know if the ideal desert is used in the military or in special services. The weapon is too bulky and heavy with too few bullets in the magazine, and the recoil is too large. The sound of a shot inside can serve the shooter. The price in the basic configuration exceeds $2,500. By the way, despite the strong rebound, the famous American shooter Jared McCullough made a series of 5 shots with a 9/11 equal desert in just 0.84 seconds. He expressed himself with the comment, "Hit like a horse." Friends, that's about it for today. If you watched this video to the end, then you are a real fan of guns and revolvers. Write in the comments which weapons impressed the most. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscription. And of course, don't forget the bell so as not to get lost in new episodes soon.